Hey, welcome back, guys. This is going to be day one of the teardown. Can't do it without my favorite, the Mountain Dew. We start taking the bike apart. So far, I tried charging the battery. Battery's shot. It won't even take a charge. I got to get in there with a tester or something and start testing stuff. I'm going to get a new battery. I start taking stuff apart. The gas lines on this thing are all the rubber lines on this thing are like dry rotted. They are very nasty. Anyway, let me see if I can do it. No, I cannot do it once I do this. Okay. Anyway, I got the air box off. I don't know if you can see that, because I can't see the camera. So, but the air box is off. The slides where the needles are move real easy, and they come back down just like they're supposed to. So I'm thinking it still might be gummed up, but this thing is just atrocious in here. Look at, I guess when they painted the bike, they painted everything here. The gas tank was empty, thank God. Definitely got a new gas filter. This is I guess the overflow line. This is another gas line. This is the gas line that feeds it, I guess. Or this is the feeder, this is the return. This is the overflow. It was up on there. Look at these lines, man. They're disgusting. So I got to order a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to order the resistor stator down here. I'm going to order this thing here. I mean, it's all cheap parts. It's all cheap stuff. So I'm slowly getting into this thing to see what the hell is in here. Oh, this is for a battery tender, I'm assuming. Yes, it is. Okay, so there is a battery tender thing hooked to this. All right, cool. I didn't know that. All right, but getting down into here, I'm seeing things I'm just not liking. Let me get a light in here so you guys can see. Sorry if I blind anybody here. Look at this. This is just horrible. It's like this thing was not taken care of at all. You know what? For the price I paid for it, I'll go in and I'll clean. And I will redo. But it looks like the fuel pump, because the fuel pump's on the outside, looks like it's fairly new. But not getting any power from the battery or even from jumper cables. Not getting anything. So I got to go through the wiring here at them. It might just be a fuse, but I got to check the connections. Looking at these carburetors here. Sorry, I'm messing with you guys here. Because the camera sucks. I hate the camera being this way. I'm using my phone, so but doing this here like this, I don't know. I think I'm going to try to get this, but all the screws, this is what made me mad. Because the kid that tried to work on this bike, told his boss, who was a very good friend of mine, told his boss he knew what he was doing. Okay? Thank God, it's got a K&N air filter set up in it already, so it was in good shape. Except one problem. All the screws from the air box, all these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 were all missing. So now, and even it's all just missing. I don't get it. How does somebody work this way? There's an unhooked up line. I don't know what that is. The air intake isn't even hooked to it. That's the intake clamp down there. These aren't even hooked to this thing. I bet I could pull it right out. Yeah, look at this. This is just disgusting. Who does this to a bike, man? Come on. Neither intake was hooked to it. Let me get the... Oh, God. If you don't know what the hell... I mean, granted, I'm not a bike mechanic, but come on, man. Freaking common sense tells you don't do that. So I wanted a project. I got one. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad down in here. See? Yeah, one of the coils. You know, this kid wonders why this thing wouldn't start. One of the coils is unplugged. Well, it still would have started, but it just ran off of 3 cylinders. But in the carbs, man, it looks like they sprayed. I bet they sprayed starter fluid in this thing. I'm going to have to get this thing out and open it up. Oh, man. The needles do look a little dirty. So, I got to get it out, open it up. Oh, man. Well, I was getting plugs and wires anyway. Well, at least I can clean all this up, too. The frame's... Look at the frame. This is just uncalled for, man. Look how old the fuel filter is. Come on. So I got to figure out where everything goes. Thank God I got YouTube, because you guys are awesome. And I want to put a shout out to Dave Moss. That guy, I believe it's Dave Moss. He does the racing suspensions. I contacted him this morning on a whim, and sent him a message. And lo and behold, because he is 4 hours behind our time. I'm on the East Coast, he's in California. Because I am going to get rid of the swing arm extension. I'm getting rid of the big swing arm. And I'm going to be raising this bike back to where it belongs. Okay, I'm going to be lifting it back up and putting all the stock stuff back under it. I'm going to go with a different exhaust than what that is. Maybe. I don't know. I'll see. But I do have to get a swing arm, some other components there. He told me where to go, where to get on them. I'm going to do that. So, I'll get that done. I want to get it running first. Once I get it running, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise the bike back up. And she is going back stock. Sorry if my face looks dirty. I'm sweaty. It's hot. I just actually got out of work. So I can only work a few hours a day on this thing. Right now I'm just digging into it. I'm starting to find out the little bits and pieces. Here, wait. I'll do my cool YouTube look. Here we go. My cool redneck look at my glasses. How about that? And we're going to really tear into this thing. The carbs don't look bad. I played with the slides with the needles in there. And for the most part, they're sliding good. But I want to get that out. And I want to sit down at like a little table or something. And I'm going to start working. I'm going to start taking them apart. And clean and just looking at the insides, inspecting them. But as of right now, each one, you push it up a little bit. You can feel where the needle was a little dirty when I first did it, but now they slide perfect. They come right back down like they should. And you push them up, they come right back down. All right, but all this other stuff has me worried. I know it's all vacuum because it's all disconnected. I don't know where any of it goes. Well, I know where some of it goes. But thank God I got YouTube. Now, this wiring mess over here by the battery, I just figured it out. That's a battery tender. I got to order. I got to get in here and see what these fuses are, see what these wires are. This is the hot starter relay. Whatever relay that is. Whatever relays that are. I might need a stator, which is right down there. Get a stator. I don't know what's in this box. I have not opened this box, but something is in there because it plugs in. I'm assuming that's the... This might not be a stator. The stator might be in here. Or that's the PC. This might be the you know what I mean. The ECM in there. I'm thinking. I don't know. I want to order a shop manual. I don't have a shop manual. I'm doing everything from what I've seen on YouTube. Hey, they say anybody can fix an old bike. Little common sense, some tools. Got plenty of that stuff. And, you know, patience. And you ask my wife or anybody that knows me, certain things I have zero patience for. This, because I've been really stoked about this. I haven't touched a bike. As far I've ridden a couple of times. Not really gotten into working on them much. I'm more or less, race cars and, cars, trucks, stuff like that. But this one actually means a little something to me because it's something my brother wanted me to do for the longest time. And I kept telling him, no, family's first, dude. I can't. I got other priorities. And I still have other priorities, but I fell upon this through a friend. And a very good friend of mine. Nicest guy in the world you ever want to meet. It was his brother-in-law's, I think. Or his ex-girlfriend, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I worked a deal with him and I got the bike. So everybody out there who's like offered, they said, one guy said his boss might have one of these wrecked in the junkyard. He's going to send me pictures. If I can use any parts off it, he'll probably just, give it to me for $100 or sell it to me, give it to me, whatever. I will take it. My brother, youngest brother in Florida, he's got another buddy of his who owns a bike salvage yard. He's going to see what he can do. I sent him a list, and I'm going to send him another list. And he's going to see what he can do to hook me up with some other stuff. So hopefully I don't have to buy a lot for this because I don't want to put a lot in this bike. This bike, if I can get it back up to stock, and all right, this is not me. Okay, this bike. I love it. It's badass looking. I bet it's fast. I know the kid who had it. Well, I don't know him a lot, but I know of him. He's had several of these, and he takes very good care of them. He does all the right mods, everything. But he was a smaller kid than what I am, smaller guy. So, like, this is not good for me. I sat on this bike. I was 3 1/4 inches in a lean at 45 degrees. I was almost 1/4 to a 1/2 inch in height. So I want to raise her up. I want to put her back up. I mean, I could just actually, if I could adjust it the right way, I could actually raise up the front just a little bit, about a 1/2 inch or an inch, and I could probably bring the back up just a little bit more without getting rid of that swing arm. But it would help keep the front tire on the ground, which is fine with me. I'm a fat guy. I'm old. I don't heal as easy as you young guys. So, but my wife would like to keep me around for a while. So my intention is not to really get into riding this bike. My intention is to build this bike up. Not build it, restore this bike. Clean it up. And we're not sure what we're going to do yet. We're not sure if we're going to raffle it off. We're not sure if I'm just going to flip it and get something else. I don't know. I've been told this thing is awesome. And I like awesome. So you might not realize it, but I do. So I wanted a hobby. It's not race cars. They're expensive. I put race cars in the category with boats, horses, and girlfriends. You put all the money out in the world, you'll never get it back. No. But I'm not saying they're bad hobbies. Everybody has their own thing. Me, I did the race car thing for quite a few years. I got family, my in-laws, they do horses. They do great with them. Me personally, I'm not into the horses. They kind of scare me. I'll ride a death machine, or race a car, but the horse scares the hell out of me. But anyway, we got the carbs right here. Like I said, I don't know if you can see them while the light sucks in here. I'll fix that. Not today, but one of the coils. Let me pull the light down again so you guys can see this. Sorry about the shitty camera work. But one of the coils here is unplugged. Maybe that's why it would just turn and not fire, but it would still run on 3 cylinders. But if there's coils are bad and it's not getting spark, see, I don't know if it's getting spark. So I need to get these carbs out. And then I got to figure out what all this mess is. So, and I think I can pretty much figure that all out. But anyway, all right, we're going to put the light back up before I screw it up. And I'm at a friend's garage. Actually, it's a friend of my wife's. Very nice people. Very good, close friends of ours. My kids play with their kids, whatever. But I don't have a garage. I had a shop. I lost it a few years back. And because things got tough. So like I said, family came first. But like I said, we're going to do a bunch of upgrades. Not a bunch. This bike's really modded out, man. Like, it really is. I was very surprised. The one thing I am going to do, though, I'm going to get rid of the back seat. I'm going to get that cover that goes on there, because I don't need it. I mean, I won't get rid of it. I'll keep it, but I want to get this solid cover, so I just want a single seat. My son and my daughter will probably be mad at me for that, but let me get rid of that. Hold on a minute. There we go. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. I'm going to put some stuff in the carbs so nothing gets dropped down in them or whatever. I'm not going to take them off today. That's going to be another video that I'm going to put up. I'll do that in a couple days or so. I got a bunch of things going on, but I had some time. I got off work a little early today, so I wanted to, to get over here and do a little bit. So anyway, guys, that's where we're at today. Give me one more look there. If you can see it in there, let me turn this way. If you can see it in the dark. Is it too dark? No, there we go. So this is what we got. You got your 4 carbs. The airbox wasn't even attached. The screws are all missing. I got this battery tender. This thing, nasty ass 150-year-old. That's probably the original fuel filter that came on this bike. I would not doubt it. But anyway, it is what it is. That's where it is. So guys, everybody out there, listen. I drive a dump truck for a living, and I work on construction crews. We do paving. You guys see them construction zones out on the highway? Slow down, man. Them guys got families too, and we want them to go home safe. Always keep that in mind. I'm a big advocate on the safety part of it. I've seen too many things go wrong. I've seen people fall asleep at the wheel and just veer off into a construction zone. We lost a guy. I wasn't working for the company at the time. I think it was not last year, the year before, because somebody fell asleep behind the wheel and came through the cones, the closure, and right into them. So, I don't want to see that happen again to anybody. We all have kids. We all have families. So please slow it down in the construction zones. Be safe out there. Use your head, common sense. You get tired, pull over and go to sleep. It saves your life. I don't care if it makes you 30, 40 minutes late. It saves your life. So, anyway, guys, God bless. Peace out. Remember, like, share, click the subscribe, and the little bell. It goes dingy, dingy, dingy every time I post a video. I want to try to build this channel up. We're going to do this. And like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with this bike yet. I might sell it and flip it. I might raffle it off when it's done. So I'm not going to do anything cosmetic to this thing or suspension-wise until I get it running. Once it's running, then I'll change and then I'll do other stuff. And we'll start taking it apart even more. So, anyway, all right, guys, I got to go. Peace out. We love you. Have a good one.